Hey everybody. I have a quick tip for Clip Studio Paint that I figured out in the last week that really in the last couple days, almost by accident, that has really helped speed up my coloring in Clip Studio Paint. In fact, once I discovered this, I started coloring my web comic. I had been doing the line art in Clip Studio Paint and then switching over to Photoshop, but I think now I'm doing it all in Clip Studio Paint. But let me show you what I figured out here. I'm just using this little sketches Duke from G.I. Joe as a example. So basically the layers here are I've got the frame and then I have the sketch, right? So normally you would have to go in and say I wanted to, do the skin tones. I have to select, do this little thing here and go all the way around, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna do that and then fill it in. Okay. So I found out that I can go into the paint bucket tool. And if you look over here where it says multiple referring, make sure you check that box. And normally this is the way it's set up, selected layer. So if this is my color layer over here and I just select it as it's normally, right, it's going to fill in everything, everything with that color. We don't want that. So if you click on this one right here, which is all layers, what that's going to do, it's take into account all the space, empty space, the line art for every layer, and then fill in everything that's in between, right? So, for example, say I need to do the colors on his face, just get a basic skin tone, and I'm gonna click in here and look at that, and then just I'm holding it and I'm dragging it, and it pretty much stops right now. It misses a few little things here and there, which is okay because I can go back to my pen and then just kind of like that. Uh, Maybe I just want to double check, you know, real close. But what it's done is, if you take it away, you can see it's stopped where the line art is. Now, if you wanted to, you go in and just scribble that, make sure it's all one solid color. Um, if you wanted to, and it works on, so, there it didn't close the gap. Now you can decide to close your gap. I've got it set high, so it'll close pretty big gaps. Um, but if I wanted to do the hair, still on that layer, click the different color, not that one. There we go. See, it's just gonna and see if I make a mistake and go over this, it's not going to fill in this color. It's only gonna fill in the color I clicked on. So everything that's white is what it's going to recognize as needing to be filled. So I can go in and do this, and I can put a little spot there, even that little spot there, and you start getting a little nitpicky. So I wonder if I can go in here and do his eyebrows. I can. So, it that gap was a little too big, so I can just go in, oops, throw that in, and then for his shirt, Duke's shirt is kind of a brownish color. This isn't going to be quite right, but we'll just kind of go over here. And it's also taking into account because it's everything. It's not just the line art; it's the frame because the frame is on a different layer, the panel border. See, um, but anyway, once I get to that point, go in and you can kind of tweak. Oops, not that one again. It's not one to select that. Oh, there we go. You can go in and tweak things, like this is the thing I love about Manga Studio, Clip Studio, that you can kind of draw and get some good lines with colors like this. Better for me, better than Photoshop, which is why I've basically switched over to Manga Studio. So anyway, huge, huge time saver. So I hope that helps you. If you have any other tips that you've discovered about Clip Studio Paint, post them in the comments. I'm always looking for time savers. Clip Studio, I'm seriously been able, haven't gone through and like utilized all the tools yet. I mean, there's so much in there, but it really is a start to finish program where you can lay out your whole comic, even export it as a PDF. So that's pretty much the direction I'm headed with my own creator-owned projects and things. So Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and watch another video. And I will see you next time.